compliment. It's a backhanded compliment. So it's a ma'am, I'm not doing it with y'all today. I'm dressed for work. Let's work. I'm here to work. The people don't want to sit here and hear y'all talk about me dressing. They think I can't dress anyway. That's not what they're here for.
They thought you couldn't dress, but
they're not here for that. We here to work.
You stepped your work up.
Well, I wish you would do it.
I can't do it.
All right, well, let's work.
I'm a human worker.
No, he said him. Okay, there you go. You don't have to attach to him. Be you.
Ice got sensitive again on the Joe Budden podcast. Early in the episode, he started getting a little sassy, upset, and frustrated. Flip and Joe Budden were making jokes, saying things like, "I can tell your girl dressed you up," or "your girl gave you that fly fit." Ice didn't take it well. What stands out to me is that some of these jokes about Ice are starting to lean into his relationship, and you can tell it's been building under the surface for a while. The guys on the pod clearly have commentary about who Ice is dating, and it shows in the jokes. They probably discuss it off-air, too, in private conversations. Only time will tell if it ever fully erupts, like a Mark Lamont Hill-style blow-up. For now, we're inching closer. In this exchange, Ice got so annoyed that he even had to preempt the joke before it landed.
Your missing piece put it together. I said, your freeze look good. And as soon as we gave you that compliment, you got defensive. Why we can't give you a compliment?
Ice look good today, audience, and we was just trying to tell him, and he got all tight in the face at us.
A lot of people say the members of the show get to joke on Ice, but that's not entirely true. Some folks on Reddit and message boards think Ice allows it, and while he does sometimes, it's mostly controlled. The suit incident, for example, happened off camera, and then he came back on. Classic moment, but most of the time, Joe Budden protects him. From my conversations with Joe on Spaces, he's the only cast member who consistently talks about Ice as a good guy, not just a good podcast contributor. Joe likes to control the jokes on Ice, letting them land on his terms. Flip, on the other hand, has been called out directly by Ice. "I came here to work. How about you start working?" Which points to Flip's tendency to slack when trying to be himself. Old Flip might have cursed Ice out, but the rebranded nice office guy Flip watches what he says to avoid trouble, and it makes him look like he's growing for the show. That dynamic creates tension because Ice continues to weave in and out of topics on his terms, controlling the flow. The evolution of Ice's sassiness has been happening across multiple episodes and is building towards something big. Time will tell if this escalates further. Let me know in the comments, do you think Ice snapped again for no reason, or is the cast just adjusting to his energy?
My family. Yep.
She wouldn't
I
see
pull a
without-
flip on it. Wait.
She wouldn't see without you?
I pull a flip on it.
We can't talk about your girl. You brought it up.
No.
So we can't respond to you saying that your girl went.
It looks like Ish is making threats about how everybody's gonna catch the jokes.
Everybody up here cracks on me. Everybody.
Oh, we
So nobody is above reproach.
That's right.
Not me, I don't crack on you.
It's 26.
Looking ahead to 2026, you can already see resentment building around Ice and the protection he gets, especially compared to Melissa Ford. She didn't get that same shield. People love to say, yo, she was able to lie on the show. But honestly, who on that podcast doesn't bend the truth? Joe exaggerates, Ish inflates everything. Mark Lamont Hill dances around it with clever wordplay. I didn't lie, I misremembered, that type of thing. Parks just gets to snipe, fly under the radar because he's the producer and engineer. Melissa's lies, even if funny, were a prime example of someone getting dogpiled for entertainment. Now, do you feel like the podcast is in a dry spell? I asked Ian Schwartzman on Spaces about it, and he said, no, we're doing some of the best work we've ever done. Commercials, New York Times coverage, big impact. But one comment in my section hit. You're the last person to know you fell off. That's true. You only see it reflected when someone else shows you. I think that's what's happening with the Joe Budden podcast. There's nobody else in the space pushing them, making them better. Other shows like Cameron's or July and Wallow hit a ceiling because the space got saturated. Memphis Bleak even had to step in under Drink Champs to interview the same guests. Now, with The Breakfast Club is going to Netflix, a lot of its best content will be behind a paywall. That leaves JBP largely unchecked. Who's their Larry Bird? Magic Johnson plays differently if there's no Larry Bird, right? Right now, they wake up, go to the studio, get views that look better than anyone else's, and there's no sign they need to level up. Maybe Patreon numbers hint at it, but we'll see. Time will tell if they maintain or if a decline hits. That's it for now. Follow me on Instagram at TheStopTV, on Twitter at TheStopTV, and check out my Patreon. This is Denny from The Stop. Peace.